Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Austin. This is Gone in 60 Detailing, and this is my 2023 Volkswagen Golf R. Today, we're gonna be using Phoenix EOD Hydra. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for some time, I love rinseless washes, especially here in Utah. It's extremely cold. So I love rinseless wash. It's something that I love to do. If my cars are super dirty, I take them to a local car wash, spray them off before I do a rinseless if they're super, super dirty, especially right now during winter. So we're gonna be giving Hydra a go. I've used this product once before, but today I'm gonna be sharing with you how I do my rinseless wash on the car. My whole process will show kind of before, we'll show the process during it, after, and then obviously my final results. If you guys are new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get after it. All right, so something to note on here. I believe they came out and made a statement on this. This is just from their sampler pack that I bought. But you can see there, I'm pretty sure it's a typo. For the average size vehicle, all you need is 2 to 3 gallons of solution. I imagine they mean 2 to 3 ounces. So what I'm gonna do, I would measure this out, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna do about just a couple capfuls. And then what I like to do, not necessary, but I have my IK2 foam sprayer here, and I like to spray a little bit into this because I like to let the product go into the car for just a little bit. So definitely have plenty of product, probably more than I need, but it's fine. The one thing that I will mention, and I don't know if COVID just completely screwed up my smell, but this is supposed to have kind of like a bubblegum flavor scent. I literally smell nothing. I don't know, it's in my opinion, I don't know if you guys have a new bottle of this Phoenix EOD, feel free and send me one, but it's okay. It's just scentless for me, and it's very possible that my smell is wrong, but it's supposed to have kind of a bubblegum scent. I will say, if I'm talking about DIY detail, in my opinion, one of the best smelling, as well as PNS Absolute smells awesome. But we're gonna go ahead and use the product. I'm gonna spray it onto the car, see what that looks like as we put it on there, and then we will go ahead and do just a rinseless wash. I just have kind of just your standard typical sponge here that is able to kind of encapsulate the dirt, and obviously have my grit guard. I'll be sharing with you what kind of the water looks like. Gosh, if I can get this cap on. But I will share real quick. Let's show you guys the car. I took this over to my automatic car wash. This car has been hammered quite a bit, and it's definitely dirty. I just don't like doing rinseless on something that's just been caked. So you can see here on this side, it's definitely got some dirt, but definitely for sure safe for a rinseless wash. This could tackle way more, but I just like being extra cautious. So let's go ahead and get this sprayed on the car, and then we'll go around with the sponge and we'll dry it off. All right, let's get this sprayed on. And I've used this once before, and it's worth noting, it doesn't foam, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean it's not doing its job. It just, some other products out there, not all of them, very few rinseless washes actually have any foaming capability, and that's fine. I don't need it to foam. I just need it to clean really good. So this is what I like to do. I like to go around the car, allow this to just kind of sit on there. Once again, not necessary, probably a little bit overkill, but I like to do it really any time of year, but especially in wintertime, I think it's more important. Just allow some of the surfactants to pull down some of the grime and dirt that's on the car, but it's definitely not necessary. It's not recommended. You literally could just take here, washing it, and start going to town, but I like to do kind of a little bit of a pre-solution soap. Yeah, once again, no smell, that's okay. No foam, that's okay. As you guys can see, and Phoenix EOD, I'm gonna do a review on your detailer. Probably one of my favorites. So good. Really, really good. I've been very impressed with Phoenix EOD products. I think they're very, very underrated. But we're just gonna go ahead, get the rest of the car, and then I will bring you guys in to see if it's pulling some of this dirt down that I couldn't get if the automatic, or not necessarily automatic, but just spray car wash. So let me go ahead, finish up around the car. I'll show you some shots of it, maybe pulling down some of the dirt and grime that's on here, and then we will wash it. All right, let me show you guys something. This is the beauty of a rinseless wash. So this wasn't here when we went around it, but look, it's already pulled a lot of this dirt down. And a lot of the tests that I've seen from Phoenix EOD Hydra is, it does a great job at emulsifying and bringing the dirt down on panels, which is what you want a rinseless wash to do. So you can see down there, it's doing some work, but I love to see this on the back where it's already pulled a lot of that down. That's also one of the reasons I kind of like to pre-spray, just to kind of see. This section over here is pretty dirty. That looks like it just needs a good contact wash, but it's definitely doing some work. So all I like to do, nothing too crazy, just like to kind of mix my sponge in here. I know there's a lot of talk about PNS Absolute, about whether you shake it or you don't shake it as you do it in the bottle. So I just like to get it where it's just kind of dripping wet. Then all I do, I'll do about one panel and then I'll flip it. But so far feels slick. I like how that feels on there. And then I'll usually just kind of flip it over, kind of cross hatch it a little bit. And what you want with a good rinseless is you want it to be able to pull the dirt down. You want it to be able to emulsify it, encapsulate it, pull it down into the bottom of your grit guard, because you don't want that on your wash media. If you get that on your wash media, that's gonna scratch the paint, and we don't want that. So just gonna go over here, get this. You know, I like it. It's kind of interesting where it doesn't smell. It just kind of feels like I'm washing the car with some water, but I can definitely feel the slickness of it. Definitely feels like it's doing a good job. You can see here, especially down there, there's kind of a color contrast to where I've gone over it. And I know you're supposed to do top to bottom. It's fine. We're all right. I've already sprayed off the car once day at the car wash. I'm not too worried about it. I like rinseless wash just for the ease of use. I don't have a hose set up in my garage, and I don't have a hose really close to my garage for my pressure washer. And I like to keep my cars clean enough that I'm able to do rinseless wash. It's really so easy. I can keep my garage more organized. I don't have to worry about hoses and my pressure washer, and it makes it easy to do. But it doesn't mean that doing a traditional car wash method or rinseless wash, that one is worse or better than the other. It's just preferences. And I'll show you guys the bucket after I've gone through each panel. So you don't want to be applying a lot of pressure, just kind of gliding it across the paint. The biggest thing is just making sure that you don't go too long on one side of the mitt, that you flip it over. And something to note, this car is ceramic coated, although I think I got a really bad batch from Avalon King. They're good to work with me, but I did 2 coats on this car. I did a 1-step in preparation for it. And so the ceramic coating didn't hold very well, but I have been using Phoenix EOD, their detail spray that I'll be doing a review on. And it's providing some good protection and some good hydrophobics. So definitely good. And I've kind of layered a couple other products on here as I've done it, but watch this. So yeah, definitely with ease, just glides across that. I know for a lot of you, it's pretty crazy to want to wash your car this way if you've never done it. I know for me, I was like, am I gonna scratch my car? I know for my dad, who's always kind of washed his car traditional way, and he's like, wow, like that's, you sure? You sure? You serious, Clark? All right, so we're getting almost done. Let's go ahead and fast forward. I've showed you guys enough of the wash process. I'm gonna finish this up. So after this, let's go ahead and dry it and show you the results of bucket and then get my overall thoughts. All right, so got my trusty drying towel here from the Rag Company. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it's an awesome towel. It really is the only towel you need for drying a car. And typically, and I haven't done it on this time, I normally use a drying aid or just something to kind of give it a little boost in gloss or protection, but where it's winter, it's just gonna get dirty again really quick. And I just wanna be able to dry off the car just to show you guys the results of the product. But these drying towels are awesome, very absorbent. You don't have to put a lot of pressure. And this is where a lot of the scratching occurs in the wash process. It's not in the act of washing the car, it's in drying it. So these towels have been great. Yeah, paint feels really slick, feels nice and smooth. Yeah, digging it. Definitely think Phoenix EOD is a great option. I'll share my thoughts here once I'm done. Kind of give you guys the money shot. Look at that shining. Looks so good. There's a lot of different ways you can dry it. If you guys use a drying aid, if you guys have a leaf blower, those work great. I recently bought the Tornado, or Tornador, I think that's what it's called, attachment for the air compressor. And I think I might give that a go, just spraying out some door jams, maybe even just trying to spray off the car. All right, I'm gonna finish up here just to keep this video short, so stick around. Up next is my final thoughts of what I think of Phoenix EOD Hydra. All right, guys, final thoughts on Hydra. So, guys, this is a great rinseless wash. I really don't have any complaints about it. It does what it's supposed to do. It brings down the dirt, it's slick, it cleans the car great. I think performance-wise, it does just as good as anything out there. Let's go ahead and look at kind of my bucket here. You guys can see, I mean, it's done its job. It's brought a lot of dirt and grime down to the bottom there. It's cleaning my wash media pretty good. And yeah, there's no complaints there. I will say this, and this is just my personal opinion. Everybody likes different things. For me, this product doesn't smell at all, and maybe that's my smell, maybe that's COVID, maybe it's the batch that I got in the sample pack, maybe they've updated it since then. But smell, and even if it did have a bubblegum scent for me is important when I clean cars. It might not be for all of you, but I think DIY rinseless apple smells amazing. I did feel this wasn't quite as slick as DIY, but it felt like it had the strong cleaning power, the same surfactants, just being able to do exactly what I want from a rinseless wash. And the other thing that's kind of nice with DIY is its ability to foam. What do you guys think? Have you guys tried Hydra? Do you guys have another rinseless wash that you guys like? I'm Austin, this has Gone in 60 Detailing. Leave me a comment below and we will catch you on the next video.